What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are ya? Today we are testing out the brand new Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice collection. Girl, we have a brand new eyeshadow palette, bam! We have eye primers, we have two brushes, and we have a new eyeliner called the Fly Liner, which I've been dying to try out. So we're gonna test out everything here today. Of course, as you can see, my full face is already done except my eyes, because that's what we are going to be focusing on today. I'm also testing out some new setting powders that Jeffree Star Cosmetics are going to be putting out soon, so excuse my crazy bright under eyes. I've been testing out stuff all day, and I'm like, you know what? It looks pretty bright under here, a little refreshing if you will, but I really don't mind it. So we'll have to talk about setting powders in obviously another video. Besides that, girl, I need a sip. Okay, let's get started. Girl, I can't believe Fenty has more stuff out. Like, can we all talk about this guy? Remember her? I reviewed this months ago. I know a lot of people were iffy about it because they were literally all glitter metallics, and I was like, that's genius, because a lot of brands do not do that. So for Rihanna to put out as her first palette an all glitter like moment, I was like, yes, honey. So of course, the bitch is back, and today we are going to be talking about the Moroccan Spice palette. Now the packaging is very cute. It has a whole purple moment. Kind of looks like Urban Decay, to be honest, this kind of moment right here. But I love this jewel packaging. I think it's so stunning. As always, the shade names are on the back, of course. And you know, Riri always keeps it real because these shade names are really good. Spice Trip, Nuts and Dates, Evil Genie, Saffron, I'm living. So as you open up the palette, there are a lot of matte shades. Of course, there is this row of shimmers at the top here, but overall it is very matte, and of course these iconic blue shades that I know a lot of you are dying for me to dip into. Now, Priscilla Ono, Rihanna's makeup artist, did say that these shades were used in the, oh my god, what is that song? Wow, Wild Thoughts. There we go, it took me a second. Girl, that sativa's hitting. So she wore the blue eyeshadow in the Wild Thoughts video. DJ Khaled, shout out to you. Like, I know him, or he cares or watches my channel, but I love his music. So anyway, this palette will be retailing for $59. That's a little pricey. It's on a drugstore brand, obviously. So besides the palette, we have two eyeshadow brushes that we're gonna test out. We have this brand new primer. I mean, let's just put the primer on right now. Now, this is called the Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer. Let's unbox it right now. So when you take it out of the packaging, it looks like this. Love all the nude, and then when you take it out, this is what the applicator looks like. Almost like a Q-tip or like a little kind of like ball moment. Really no fragrance, so I'm just gonna, of course, use this and just put it on my eye. Of course, we don't believe in eyebrows on this channel, so we're gonna bring that up a little bit. And then I'm just gonna take my pinky finger and we're just gonna dab this in. So it feels a little tacky. Obviously, I'm sure it's gonna dry in a second. So let's just leave that there. And while that's drying, I do wanna tell you guys something that I've been dealing with, which is so random, but right here, as you guys can see, we're gonna really zoom in and show you this dry patch right here. About 5 days ago, I was Snapchatting in Michigan about this, and it was really red, and I thought it was eczema, so I put some cortisone cream on it and some recommendations that you guys tweeted me, and it is going away, and I don't know why this has randomly sprouted on my skin. I know a lot of people are like, bitch, it could be an ingrown hair because you shave your eyebrows off. I've had ingrowns up here, honey, and it did not look like that, so who knows? Hey, dude.
Hey, baby.
What are you doing?
Giving you a kiss.
Love you, babe.
Love you.
Besides the primer, there are two brushes that also came out. Now, we have the all over eyeshadow brush, which looks something like this. And this one is $24, and also the tapered blending brush is $24, so they are both the same price. Of course, they look like her other brushes, which I live for. We all know the cheek brush by now, so of course they do match the family. Hey! What are these brushes supposed to do? Obviously blend eyeshadow. I think that's probably pretty transparent, right? So this says the tapered brush is a custom cut for applying and blending eyeshadow in the contour and crease area of the eye. I heard that these are really soft, so let's do a little test here. Ooh, okay. For a synthetic, it does feel really nice. Now, of course, this is gonna be really good for blending shadows right in that amazing deep set moment I have there. Hi, brow bone. How are you? All right, now this brush is also $24 and it's gonna do the same thing. We know how to use an eye brush, I think, by now. So let's open up the Moroccan Spice. I just wanna do that, like, if you saw my ASMR video reading Nate's DMs, for some reason, every time I'm in front of the camera now, I wanna like grab icing and just like do my like shake off. That was like really fun. Okay, wow, I'm a faggot. Okay, so let's dive into this palette. This is the wrong palette, oh my God. When I see this palette, right away, I'm gonna gravitate towards this moment. I know a lot of you are like, Jeffree, we've seen so many warm tone moments, please shut the fuck up. Okay, so we're gonna dive in over here as well, but I am gonna start there. So let's take our blending brush, and what shade is this called? This one is called Sahara Stunna, okay? Cute, wait, no it's not. Oh my God, these are, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Quicksand, got it. I hope this is right. All right, so we're just gonna touch the brush a few times and there is really not a lot of fallout at all. The brush is fully coated. Let's see what happens. I don't know if it's the primer or the actual formula of the powder, but that went on like bam. Very pigmented. So of course, when you put a color in like that, you do wanna not dip in again. We're gonna just, you know, go up and just kind of flick your brush and just blend really nicely so it has a little seamless look. Now, of course, if you have no brows, it depends on how high you want to go, but you know me, mama likes to take it high. Obviously, you guys see it right here. So far, so good. We will dip into a lot more mattes, but this shade is cute. All right, the next shade we're gonna dive into is over here, and it's called Come and Get It. I'm gonna take a little MAC blending brush and dive into there. And now I'm gonna deepen the crease because we're gonna lay down that blue, and I really want like a smoky eye. So we're just gonna tuck that in the crease right in there and just kind of darken it. Ooh, girl. Now, if you're afraid of this much drama, can't relate. The matte shades are really good. Obviously, this is only the second one, but they're blending really nice. And to me, if you could perfect a good matte, it's all uphill from here. All right, so my only complaint so far about the palette is actually the packaging. Only because it's messy and I'm not really into things that look like a little war zone. So when you dip into the pan, the shadows obviously are gonna move and have a little bit of fallout. That's normal for obviously the most eyeshadows on this planet. But it's the way that the powder gets on the like plastic of this. So I kind of wish that this was more of like a leather, a pleather, just like a different material that didn't make the powder stick. Because even if you blow it, it's still there. So my OCD, I'm like, oh my God, I just wanna like clean it every single time. I know, it's a personal problem. Now let's dive into this evil, I gotta look at it one more time. Evil Genie, sorry, Evil Genie and Sock It To Me over here. I'm gonna dip into both of these. Now I do wanna go in and grab the all over eyeshadow brush, and we're just going to shimmy in there. Ooh, a lot goes on there. I love that. Let me saturate it some more because the bitch loves some coverage. And let's just press this on my eye and see what happens. Ooh. Now obviously this does need some finessing and it's gonna take a tiny bit of time. We all know if you want a beautiful eye bitch, it's gonna take some time. So maybe pause, take a hit with me, and we will be blending this for a second. But I love the like, it's like kind of metallic, but not like, oh, I'm feeling it. All right, I laid the blue down, and now I'm gonna dip in with this brush and go back in to Evil Genie and then over here again, and just kind of mix those two together. Bam, bam, bam. I love mixing back and forth. And then we're just gonna take that and tuck that in and soften the edges of the blue so it's not so harsh. Now, I will say this, the blue shade, I expected it to maybe be a little more metallic, but it's really pretty, so I'm not mad at it. It looks stunning and the payoff is beautiful. So if you want a extra crazy metallic moment, you can of course pop one of these glitter shades on top, which we will do in a minute because this one over here, it's calling my name. So let me do this and finish the other side and I'll be right back. All right, the blue shade is down, bitch. It looks so pretty. I do want to take this brush though and take the shade Casablanca, and I'm assuming it's like a formula from her other palette, and I'm just gonna do that. Ooh, okay, I think it's glittery. I just want to take a tiny bit and let me just try it in case it flops. Oh, it has like pigment to it? Oh, no, 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 no. I thought it was like straight up glitter, you guys. My bad. So what are we gonna do with that? We're gonna take the blue and go right over it and say, I'm sorry, baby, I was just kidding. But overall, this blue shade is stunning. It blended amazing, and I love how bright it is. So if we do want a pop of color, we can of course take a similar shade. Even look at even this one. Let me touch it. Ooh, what does that look like? Okay, it's pretty sheer though. Let me open actually the Galaxy palette here. Ooh, you guys remember this blue right here? This one was everything. Look at that. I'm gonna take some of that. What shade is that, honey? That is shade Cosmic Ocean. And I'm just gonna press it right in the center of my lid. Ooh! Okay, now that is cute. All right, now I'm gonna take this little Morphe brush and I'm gonna dip right into this shade. What is she called? Mirage. And I'm just gonna dip into it almost like it's a highlighting brush. I don't know how pigmented this is, so I'm not gonna do a lot, but I wanna kinda take this on my brow bone and give it a sparkle and a little hue of color and blend it into what I have going on here. Ooh, okay. Mirage is pretty, y'all. If you have eyebrows, I'm really sorry, but you could still do this, girl. Pack it right on all the way up top to your brow and let your face have it. All right, Mirage blended amazing. Love that like wetness look. I'm like, ooh, girl, we're just like serving runway the last few months on this channel, honey. All right, so I think under the eye, I wanna keep it kind of more minimalistic. So I'm just gonna take a little, let's find a blending brush we love and adore. We'll go in with this guy right here. And I'm just gonna dive into this shade all the way down here. That one is called Spice Trip. Come on, Spice Trip. I love that it's cool toned. So we're just gonna go in there, more of a cool tone mauve-ish color. I'm gonna lightly, under the lash line, just smoke it out. No harsh blacks, no liner yet, just really soft and easy. And then I'm gonna drag it out and connect it with this over here. So it blends right into there, bam. And you're just gonna drag it out and go like that, hi. All right, these mattes, girl, this is another one that I'm using and I really like how it's working. All right, that matte shade blended amazing, very easy. Now I'm gonna go into this top shade over here called Moroccan Ice that I swatched earlier, and I'm just gonna dip in with this brush. If it isn't really pigmented, I will go in, of course, with some Fix Plus, but let's give it a shot. And I'm gonna tuck this right in there. Okay, I'm seeing something. Ooh, it's like a subtle little shimmer moment. Not bad, but guess what? It needs a little moisture, honey. There we go. I just needed a little bit of wetting and coaxing, and now we're there. All right, wow, I am pleasantly surprised this looks snatched. All right, for now, I think this eye look is complete. I'm loving it. It looks stunning. The Moroccan Spice palette, girl, she's cute. All right, now, of course, we've tested out the blending brushes. We've tested out the primer. We've tested out the palette, but we have not tested out yet the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner, a long wear liquid eyeliner. Now, let's take it out of the box, and it looks something like this. It's in this gorgeous, cute little chrome packaging, and it's shaped kind of weird in a good way, because when you hold it, it just feels nice. Now on the box, it says Super Flex Tip. We love a good tip. Hyper saturated color, fade proof, water resistant long wear. Girl, how much does this little baby retail? Let's give it a peek on the app, $20. And is there any other claims I need to know about, you guys, or are we gonna go in? There's one color, it's called Cause I'm Black, and it is a true satin black formula once it dries down. A glide on gel in one. Oh wow. Oh, it's like a liquid and gel plus one glide on long. Okay, we're just gonna give it a whirl. Like our Tom Ford eye pencil, you can give it a shake. So it looks like this. The tip is very sharp. I'm just gonna do a little test on my hand here. Oh, okay. She definitely looks cute. Of course, let's test it on the eye. I'm gonna do a very thin liner before mascara. And let's zoom in here and see what happens, everyone. All right, I will say this liner is very easy to use. I really only shook it once and it did a full eye. So far, so good. I think that it's easy to use. I'm like, I can't think of anything else to say because it's like, wow, okay, easy, bam. Cute. Let me go do the other eye and I'll be right back. Now, of course, this is a Fenty review, so we are going to, for mascara, go in with the Milk Makeup Kush mascara. One of my favorites. I also reviewed this before, so if you haven't seen that review, girl, go back on my channel and take a peek. But this is like a little mini I just got sent, and it's so cute. I love this formula, and it just makes your lashes feel conditioned and amazing. All right, I'm gonna do one more dip and do the bottom lashes. This eye look is like coming together, bitch. Yes, bottom lashes. All right, I think we gotta finish off this look with some setting spray. Who is waiting for a Fenty Beauty setting spray? I am. All right. This look is complete. All right, y'all, I think it's time for my final thoughts. I need some gloss. All right, I'm sure by now you guys could tell how I really feel about the collection. I mean, let's keep it real. I love this eye look. Now, we all know we talked about this earlier. Now, we have this palette, and I gotta say, they really killed it with the matte shades. They were beautiful. Now, of course, my only note, like I said earlier, is the packaging does look very messy. So besides that, obviously the formula worked. The packaging is pretty. It just gets a little dusty, so you're gonna have to sweep it away if you don't like that look. But overall, I love the formula. I think the blue turned out stunning, and I cannot wait to see what they come out with next with the palette. Now, the eye primer, I think it worked. I mean, that's the tricky thing about primers is, like, obviously I probably should have tried one eye without it. That awkward moment when I didn't do that next time. But I think the formula really did help make those shadows like pop because they went on beautiful, and I had literally 0 issues, which is pretty rare for a palette. Sometimes there's a few shades where I'm like, girl. Of course, this one up here needed a little bit of moisture. Fix plus saliva, whatever you want to use, but it worked really pretty. So overall, the palette is stunning. Moroccan Spice, bitch, you are Jeffree Star approved. Bam! Now, moving on, I think the primer, I'm gonna say it's approved because overall I loved it. I'm gonna have to use it obviously a few more times on maybe shadows I know that don't perform that well to see if it helps out. So maybe let's hold off on a final approval, okay? So let's just keep this one in the vault for now. The brushes, I mean, these were a no-brainer. I think they're great. Sometimes you see brushes from other brands and you're like, ugh, girl. But these ones were really beautiful. Of course, they look a little messy, but they put on the shadows flawless, and I loved them. I really did. Now, besides that, last but not least, we have the Fly Liner. It worked. It worked, it laid it down, it was very easy, the applicator was great, and it went on with ease. So the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner and the brushes and the Moroccan Spice palette are all Jeffree Star approved. Yay! This video was really fun. I'm like, yes, inspiration. I love Fenty Beauty. They are on a roll and they keep putting out amazing quality products. So I cannot wait to see what they have in store for us next. Of course, sound off below. What do you guys think? What was your favorite thing about this video? What was your favorite product used on me? Sound off and let me know the real tea. Besides that, you guys, thank you so... Excuse me? Besides that, thank you guys so much for watching this review. And quickly, I just want to shout out all my amazing subscribers and customers for just slaying, killing, and deceasing me on my entire summer collection. My Thirsty palette has been selling out everywhere. All my retailers, Beauty Bay, Morphe, Beautylish, my own site, are all completely sold out. So thank you for making this palette such a success. It will be back in stock soon. Of course, you guys know I have a whole entire summer line, liquid lips, merchandise, mirrors, everything's always linked down below. You guys know the drill with that one. So besides that, I will see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye, guys.